I can't help it, man. You gotta
What?
fucking know. I gotta know.
I can't help it.
Can't.
The brand name of the cup?
Yeah, it's fucking easy.
Man, I've already moved on.
All right.
We're already recording, ain't we?
Yeah, I think we have.
Okay, though, we'll make like a bloopers
Podcast,
edit.
hold on.
We'll make like a bloopers
I have to know
edit
what
at
my
some
cup
point.
says.
Pretty funny.
Let me know what this logo means. Oh, shit. All right, I'm happy now. Fucking tree line. It makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah.
This episode of This and That with Mitch and Matt is brought to you by Bypass Pawn of Moorhead, Kentucky. Bypass Pawn was voted #1 pawn shop and gun store in the region. The good folks at Bypass Pawn have all your firearm, ammo, jewelry, tools, and electronic needs covered. So come on over and check out Bypass Pawn and tell them Mitch and Matt sent you down.
Good luck, bitch. 3,
I'm gonna need it.
3, 2, 1, go.
What's up, world? You guys are tuned in to episode 15 of This and That with Mitch and Matt. As always, I'm Mitch.
I'm Matt.
I'm Blake.
And tonight, boys, it's just us. So no guests tonight. That's the first episode in, the last several, right?
Yeah.
Been a few, yeah.
Yeah, because we did, Carl Drake? Did I tell you, boys, I'm going to Africa with Carl? Did I tell anybody that?
I think you mentioned it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go to Africa, man, and do some hunting next July. Excited as hell to go on that.
That is
Gonna
awesome.
Gonna hunt warthog.
Warthog? Like
You know,
Pumbaa?
Yeah, Pumbaa. Yeah. You say it like that, I sound like a prick.
Caitlin will cry. She's gonna be so sad.
Right. Look what I killed. I can say it like, if he's a lovable, like, singing, warthog, sure, that's a big thing to do. He's trying to ram that.
Fuck!
Right, yeah. He tries to ram that horn in my ass. It's okay for me to shoot him, but
You call him a pig?
that's funny as can be, man. That's funny.
No, that'll be fun. You can. I was telling Matt, you can go to Texas and hunt those wild hogs from like helicopters. I don't know how much it costs, but
With have you seen when you hunt them at night with like night vision and shit and heat sensing weapons? Yeah. Those hogs don't have a chance.
Well, and there's like fucking 300 of them. Like it's like a stampede of wild hogs.
They're overran.
Enjoy everything down there, man.
Yeah.
They love for you to come and hunt those hogs. But.
Yeah.
They destroyed. You seen they got those big cages where they set up like they make like the nastiest stuff. They'll make like old rotted corn and Kool-Aid and like any kind of old shit they've got in a big like 5-gallon bucket, and they'll put it in essentially like a cage you would catch like animals in.
Yeah,
just a steel cage.
It's kind of like catfishing.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, it really is, man. Yeah. But
Chicken
they catch
Kool-Aid,
right? But like they go in there and they just put a stick holding the door up, so it's something real flimsy and they can knock it out easy. Mm-hmm. So they just go in and knock a stick out, and then you got 3 or 4 crazy hogs in a little cage, man.
Then they blow them up, right?
Yeah, they throw a bunch of tannerite in there and shoot it from 100 yards away.
Problem
Bacon.
solved.
Wow.
Yeah. So we've been gone for a minute. Everything go. I think it got a little crazy for all of us.
Mitch I went back to work. Yeah. Traveling and working, and that boys, I thought I was ready for that, but 3 months of quarantine. Wow. Yeah, man. I went back to work, and it was rough, man. I wasn't sure what was going on.
Yeah, I've had like almost like natural disasters just happening over and over.
You've lost what? Like you lost a fridge,
my air conditioner,
Right, you lost kind of about everything, didn't you? At one time.
Electric, internet, and then a couple days ago, a fucking tornado touched down over here.
Yeah, really?
Well, it was Matt sent me a picture. No, it wasn't like here. It was maybe 5 minutes away. It was a funnel that was pretty close to the ground. I don't know if it ended up touching down or not, but
yeah, man.
Yeah, well, that text like, damn it, Blake, you just got your electric back.
Yeah, I remember substation caught on fire or something. It was, I don't know.
Right, I remember the internet going out and stuff on you, and your electric, and I remember all that happened. I remember the fridge, and dude, you've had a shitty couple weeks.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah. Everything up and going now, though, right?
It is. We got the new fridge. Everything seems okay. Air conditioner seems. I actually took the air conditioner apart and got in that motherfucker and sprayed all the radiator out because that's what was going on. The radiator was dirty, and it seems to be doing better now. Not fucking 90 degrees in the house.
That's a bonus.
I've seen them have to come to houses before and pop the lid open, just have to spray a bunch of air down in there and clean it out. And if it'll Freon, it's usually good to go.
Yeah, no, it works okay now.
Sorry, fellas.
Yeah, just one fucking thing after another. And then Mitch was crazy with work, and I guess Matt's been fine.
I'm good.
He's been ready to go every night, and I'm like, I got to drive 5 hours home. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I did have to fix up the apartment a little bit. We were about to get a renter, and I don't know what's happening with that. Haven't really heard much, but got cabinets put up and got a new vanity in the bathroom. And
looks real good. Real good.
We got a really awesome air conditioner heater put in now with the 220 rand. See, after Mitch moved out, we could make it real nice.
Yeah, that's how it happened, man. It was dead winter when I moved in. He gave me a lighter and 4 little pieces of kindling. Was like, "Start the fire."
You know, if I was looking for a place to live, you know why I wouldn't rent off you, Matt?
Well, probably because I just mess with you all the time. But.
Personally, I would because I know you. But if I was looking for a place and it's like, oh, we got this apartment right beside our house, I'd be like, fuck that. Who wants their landlord living 10 feet away from them?
Yeah, you got a point.
That would suck. And you got
that's
that garage
too, but
right.
I don't want to live that close to anybody, but
right,
monthly income. So
it's funny. I never thought about that, but I guess that's because we're friends, so it was cool to me. But I never thought about you wouldn't want to live landlords peeking up. What y'all doing over there?
Yeah.
How many cars you got in that driveway? How many cars in that driveway?
But then again, their last tenant was Mitch, so anybody's gonna be just fucking piece of cake after that.
You know what's funny is you assholes say that he's the one hiding dildos in my closet.
It's true.
I was just trying to live a simple life.
He is kind of a dildo bandit.
You never knew. I waited to get out of bed sometimes and just be hanging on the wall and hit me in the face.
Tied it to your ceiling fan.
Right.
Just fucking swinging around, slapping you.
String.
Just dangling right above my head, stuck on the wall. So every time I raise up, I just nail it.
Oh,
yeah. I think I was pretty good. I don't think I caused too much trouble.
No, you're good.
I wake up middle of the night, my closets fell over, and I twist my ankle on a dildo that got switched on in the middle of the night and started roaming across the floor like idle hands.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I don't know. That's kind of the shit we always fucked around with each other, right? Doing that kind of stuff. We had one friend that kind of he liked to diddle himself at kind of certain times at certain intervals, daily at least. And one of our running jokes were to do everything that we could to not let him.
Yeah.
And we would just walk it, we knew why he was going downstairs. We just run down there. Hey man, you want to watch this video? Just fucking get in his way. And he gets so mad. After 2 or 3 days, you've never seen anybody fucking as mean as he was. You just walk into the room and he's like, fat!
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's hilarious,
he always
man.
used to scream at you all the time. He's like, "Fuck you, Blake, you fat!" Like, not you are, or it's just like that. I don't know. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you couldn't interrupt his alone time. He got very, very upset.
That's hilarious, man.
This is the same friend that fell off the ski lift, by the way.
That's good.
Never let him live it.
I love it.
So we
daily alone time. I gotta go.
If you're watching, sorry, buddy. Had to do it.
It's too funny not to talk about, right? Surely he thinks it's. I wonder if he's the same way now.
I don't know.
Like in a relationship, what happens if he's not getting laid in like 3 days?
Like throwing toasters through the fucking drywall.
Shit.
Fucking face,
fat bitch.
Why don't you just do it?
I love that little fucker though.
Yeah, he's hilarious, man.
Oh, that's good, man. I thought I was bad. I don't think I get mad and angry like that. I don't have a time schedule or anything. I'm just thankful it happens every now and then.
The point is that all of our parents always thought we were gay already because we always just did sexual jokes to each other like that.
Right.
What we've always done.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like I told you guys a few episodes ago. My grandma and my mom thought I was gay for like at least a couple months.
Right. And it was never. I always thought it was funny. I would do the gayest of stuff and then sleep in the bed with a dude, and it never was a fucking thing, man. Like, you just go to bed. I remember climbing in bed, man, with a ton of friends. You're all in like one house. You just sleep together. You fucking hang out together, and you do gay jokes together. So everybody thought you were gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I stayed at Blake's, we slept head to foot, so we couldn't like lock in and sleep.
So the naughty parts couldn't lock in.
Yeah. Right.
I like to sleep head to head the same. And at some point in the middle of the night, I like to get over and get right in there and go, start touching.
Yeah.
and then go back and pretend I'm back asleep.
Yeah.
Like you rub your beard on their face.
Right.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Matt rarely stayed at my house. Matt rarely stayed anywhere. What would happen is he'd be like, I'm going to come and stay the night at your place. And then at like 2 a.m, he would pack up a backpack and fucking go home on his Razor scooter. He could be 5 miles from home. And he's fucking riding that Razor scooter home. He's not staying the night, dude. He wants to fucking go home.
It wasn't that far.
He rarely stayed at other places.
Funny as can be. Just a little hobo on his Razor scooter, just zooming right off, man. That's awesome. I love it.
Like the one time he got him and his parents got into it, and he came to my house with like fucking 2 CDs and a pair of socks, and he's like, I'm moving in with you.
Yeah.
Everything I got right here.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
And of course I went back home that same night, but
Shit, man. I remember all the buddies just coming to my house in the middle of the night. I had a buddy that lived on top of a place in Allfield called Tick Ridge, and I lived at the bottom on Chili Street as you're going out to Ben's Run out in Allfield.
Yeah, it's down where my uncle lives.
Yeah, Ron passed the very end of that street's where I lived.
Yeah.
And in the middle of the night, we would walk back and forth during the winter. There was a winter. We were probably in high school, seniors in high school, right after junior year or something. We had a big ice storm.
I remember that.
Oh,
Remember our power was out for like fucking 3 weeks or something.
Yeah.
Matt's came on pretty quick, bastard.
Yeah. I had so much company that week. It was
Yeah.
Like, he was the only one with electric. I caught my nuts on fire during that. We didn't have electric that one night, and the heat kicked off.
So I set my balls on fire.
Well, there was a candle lit on this table that was in front of a window. I wasn't paying attention. I just like stepped over it to look out the window to see, like, because it had been snowing and ice and all that stuff. Then all of a sudden, I like started smelling something burning. It felt kind of warm. I looked down. I stepped over top of the candle, and the flame like just lit up my crotch. I was like, "Oh shit!" and started like smacking it to try to get it out. And there's a big old burn hole like that big in my underwear.
That shit was crazy. The grass was like needles. Like if you went outside, the grass was like stepping on needles. And
dude, everything was so eerie because, like, you know, in the middle of the day, nobody was moving, nobody was going anywhere, and it was that dark gray. There was no sunlight. It was just like shit.
You could sit out like on your front porch at night, and you could just hear trees falling all over the place because they were all frozen solid. It was a weird fucking time, dude.
Yeah.
Like 30 days of night type.
Yeah,
scenario.
that's exactly what I was thinking, man. That's funny. We used to walk from the top of Tick Ridge down to Chili Street where I lived, me and a couple of my buddies, man, in the middle of the night during that snowstorm. Just because we just get bored at somebody's house and be like, oh, let's go to your house now.
Yeah. Just kind of change venues.
Right. You just hop up and go like nothing was different. The same pizza rolls were in both homes.
Yeah.
Parents were going to bitch about the same things. You had the same speed internet, but you were like, just go there.
We had this kerosene heater for that because our power was out for like 3 weeks.
Right.
And we had this kerosene heater that was like fucked up. So like after a day, there's just black shit in your nose.
Yeah.
I've probably lost like 10 years because of that. I don't know how much kerosene.
All because dude, I lived on a kerosene heater, man. I thought everybody did. Like growing up, that's just what I had, man.
It's not supposed to do like soot your shit up though, right?
Well, you're not supposed to eat it, dickhead.
I didn't.
Stay away from it.
It was a fucked up kerosene heater.
Blake's right here. Like it's hot.
No, I ended up just driving around a lot. Like I just fucking got in the car and drove because I'm like, music. It's like the 20th century.
I fell in a kerosene heater when I was like 8 years old, and when I fell, I touched both hands on it.
You got grilled?
Yeah, bad, man. We didn't have one of them wires around it like you had nowadays. It was just straight kerosene, man. And then my grandma made me sleep with my hands in 2 pots of cold water. I don't know what that did. I don't know that it did anything, but I did it. Like I slept like this all night.
I mean, aloe exists back then, I'm sure.
But twice, my bad.
Did you piss your pants?
I don't think so. I think that's warm water, right? I don't know.
I don't know. I tried to do it one time.
Piss yourself?
No. I tried to put somebody's hand in water to make them piss themselves. It didn't work, so I just put makeup all over his face.
That's fun. I like to. I mean, yeah. I always like to just fuck. My buddies always done dumb shit like standing over top of people with like their ass spread, and you wake them up and they raise right up into your crack.
I felt sorry for all of us when Jackass got big.
Yeah,
because antiquing, fuck, man, how many people got antiqued?
Yeah, because that was a bad deal, man. Everybody tried dumb shit. I got hurt more during that than any time in my life. That's what throws me now.
Yeah.
I remember getting pulled behind a Ford truck in Walmart parking lot in Ashland in the back of a buggy. And then they veered off, and I went straight into the curb and the hillside and just shot across and about died. And I was like, that's awesome.
We duct taped Garrett's ass crack.
Like waxed it? Or just duct taped it shut?
We put like duct tape in it, so then when he had to take it out, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I mean, I
thought there was like another part of the story. Like we duct taped his ass crack, right?
No, that's it. Like when he had to take it out, it was you could think of it like a self waxing. Like that's the prank. You stick duct tape. You stick duct tape in their ass, and now they got to pull it out.
Yeah.
Like that.
I love Matt's theory though. We put duct tape in this guy's ass crack once, right?
Still there.
Later.
Still there.
Fucking walks off. For years, you're like, and what? What happened next?
What's the purpose of this?
What's that logo stand for at Tractor Supply?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, man, I think you're right. You hit it on the head, though, dude. Like, when that came out, it gave everybody like the idea to do all that shit because it was funny.
Yeah.
Sure, it was funny, but that's what was cool was it was fun to watch it on TV when it wasn't happening to you.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't tell you how much like testicular torsion one can get by trying to reenact a lot of that stuff. You know?
Or how many of us could never have kids now because we take so many shots in the balls, dude?
I can definitely have kids.
This one,
Right? Well, yours is different.
you know, under general anesthesia, and you know, had a.
I guess just me then. I guess me. Blake's got 66 kids. You evidently can't have kids, so maybe it's just me that got hit in the balls so much I can't have kids. I don't know.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. Getting antique sucks because the flower, like, is. If did it ever happen to you, Mitch?
The tear ducts.
Yeah.
Is that where you're going with it?
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, you wake up immediately. As soon as you wake up, your eyes pop open and you got flour in your eyes.
Right.
And it like clogs up your tear ducts and like it's fucking misery.
Yeah.
See, I don't think, man. I don't think I ever got it.
Man, you're
Thank
lucky.
God. Thank
Yeah.
God, but you know.
I always my favorite one was I forgot which jackass it was, but they're like, "Hey, dude, high five!" And he pulls his hand up, and this big ginormous hand flops out from behind the door under a heavy spring, just like smacks.
I
him and
think
just
that was
falls
I
to
think
floor.
that was the last one, right? The last
I
one.
think
that came out.
so.
You know
Yeah.
they started to film a new one like 2 weeks before quarantine happened.
Really?
I had no clue.
Yeah, they had to stop filming because of it.
Man, those guys have to like have a lot of arthritis and stuff
They're
by
like
now.
fucking 50 now trying to
I
do all
know.
this shit. Bam is like fat.
But, yeah.
He's really not. He just kind of he looks like it. When you see videos of him, he looks like Phil now. But he's not like when you see the rest of him, he's not fat.
Yeah.
So I know he's going through like a bunch of therapy and stuff, and he's been on like TV or he's been doing like Zoom or Discord stuff back and forth with somebody. Maybe Dr. Phil. I don't know. Somebody.
Yeah.
Like he just looks so much different, man, than what you remember when he was like running in the bathroom and punching Phil in the face while he was on the shitter.
Yeah. He looks a totally different person.
Yeah, dude, it looks like now he's gonna be like the DMV, just bitching about his license plate. You know?
Yep. He's still pretty wild though. Steve-O's like clean. He does a podcast that's actually really fucking good.
Yeah. I drive a lot, so I turn on different podcasts now. I make it a habit to try to listen to everybody's around, and I caught Steve-O's, man. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, he does that in an RV. Pretty neat.
That's neat.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he just doing like the USB mic webcam thing that you were
No,
saying?
dude, he's got like 3 or 4 DSLR cameras mounted in the RV, and he uses SM7Bs.
Yep. Moving up.
He's got
I mean,
set
he is
up, man.
Steve-O. He's not.
Man, I'm surprised
He's
an
not.
RV can power one of those things. I mean, you gotta like have like a cloud lifter and all that crap.
I think he lives in the RV. I'm not sure though.
Oh.
So I wonder if that's something he brings guests to, and it turns out to be like a little. It's like part of the show, like going out to the RV. You know, like going out to the little shack and recording with being a guest. You know.
He does
Come
have
to
some
my
people.
podcast. It's in the
Right.
RV. It's okay.
He does have some people on
course I'll
that come to the RV, but then there's others that are on Zoom. But
That's cool.
it's a good podcast. There's he had Ronda Rousey on. I believe he's had John Jones.
That's cool.
He's had a lot
Yeah.
of people, man.
That's
He likes
cool.
the UFC quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched
man.
Action Point the other night with Johnny Knoxville,
Uh-huh.
where they created that theme park, but it's basically like just this, you know, like jackass theme park kind of a thing.
He
Like,
said
they
he
just,
got hurt really bad doing that.
He probably did. It looked like he took some pretty good spills doing it.
It was something on one of the water, like the empty water slides. He did something on one of those and got fucked up real bad.
Oh yeah, I think it was when they turned on that fireman hose and it like blew him like off the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That could have just been like CGI, but knowing him, I mean, that could have been what really messed him up.
Well, it's like
What?
a regular movie, right? But he does all the like it's not like Jackass. It's like a movie, but he did all the stunts, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
It's
So
a movie.
it's like. All right, that's what I was gonna ask. So it is a movie, like it's got a plot and all that. It's not like
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of Jackass type stuff in it, but
Right.
he did all of his own stunts for it, but it's a movie.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I haven't
Speaking
seen
of
it.
dude, did you guys get to see The Big Ugly yet?
No.
Nah.
Dude, like we rented it the other night. It's on Amazon. It's only like $7 or something like that for a rental.
Uh-huh.
But at least 70% of that was filmed in Olive Hill. Like I just thought I was going to show like a clip of it here and there, but dude, like almost the entire plot is set down there on Back Street. You know, crap. It's those buildings. It used to be a hardware center across from where Stamper Brothers used to exist.
Yeah, it used to be the backside of the plumbing store there.
Yeah. All right.
With
So
the
that was
door.
that's where the saloon was.
All right.
And then around the corner there in those apartments that was above that dentist office was where that girl's shack was.
Yeah, my brother told me they filmed a fight there, and I was like, well, that's interesting because that's where all the fucking fights happen in all film.
Yeah.
Somebody done their research on that.
Yeah. And you seen the weird thing is though, like all of the traffic when they were driving around town, they were going up the wrong way on all the roads. Like they were one ways and they were going the opposite of that one way.
Mm-hmm. I wonder why. Like, because I'm sure they knew.
Like we're driving, like, what the fuck's this guy doing? But
like, what
probably it probably just looked better for the camera. But
right.
I'm sure they had everything, all the traffic stopped and shit, and they probably just liked that direction with the buildings and things.
I can't see a situation where I would be filming something. I'd be like, you know what? The traffic looks better going this way.
You think that, but I bet that I could, dude, like as much as you're into this, there'd be 15,000 things you would change.
probably.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know, maybe.
Yeah, you and Matt, imagine putting you two together.
I know I would.
That movie would take 18 years to get filmed.
Like, dude, I don't like the antenna on that car. Like, why is it antenna? Like, cut that antenna about 2 inches shorter.
It's bent. It's straighten that shit out.
Yeah.
That movie, I mean, that movie would never make it anywhere.
No.
If it did, though, it would look perfect. But
Yeah. I've seen some guys we went to school with that was in the credits at the end.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah,
did you see anybody that we?
yeah,
knew?
there was all. I seen. I know you're talking to Matt, but I seen people on Facebook put like screenshots of where they had been extras in the movie and stuff.
Mhm.
And I
Yeah.
seen all the credits, the guys that did some work for it in the credits and stuff, which was cool, man.
Yeah.
See, my grandma, my mom's house in one part of it. It was when they were filming down at that feed store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of blurry in the background behind this guy that he's like a drunk guy that brought him like a old shitty revolver for protection.
Granny, you're
But
famous.
Yeah. So we was looking. I was like, "Hey, there's my mom and granny's house." The
That's
screenshot
good.
says, "Mom, you're famous."
Goddamn, goddamn, boy! They got,
Look at that, we're on the big screen.
got Granny's house in the background on the
No.
on the movies.
We sure going places now.
There's
Yeah.
walkers. There's walkers, boys.
Look at
You can see
oh.
It was in the depot. We used to like jump all over with our skate equipment.
So my cousin Shelby Lohr had a song in that movie that was in the. He's on the credits too, but I think it's called like "Damn Good Night" or something. The song's called. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Oh, nice.
He's your cousin?
But he had. Do I know?
He's your cousin?
Yeah. Yeah. So we've talked about having him coming on, man, to the podcast and doing that.
Yeah, we should.
I really like his music, man. I mean, he works his ass off. I know that. But
Yeah, we can. We bring him
trying to see
on.
what. Yeah, dude, I think he would be cool to come on and hang out. I don't know, boys. It's called something. Yeah, Damn Good Night. Damn
Perfect.
Good Night. It was in the movie, and that's real cool to see people from home, man. You know, I know the movie was filmed local, but you know, still people getting to be on it. That's real cool. Having people say I was on a movie that wasn't like something silly. Like those guys that in it, man, was
They're pretty big name actors.
Yeah,
dude.
what Vinny Jones, dude? I love the shit out of Vinny Jones.
Yeah,
He's an
wasn't
awesome actor.
Ron Perlman was in it, right?
Ron
Yeah.
Perlman's in it. Yeah,
Anarchy. Yeah.
yeah. Wasn't he Hellboy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's neat, man. And so to see your cousin's name, come up for the music that played, that's neat. So that's a cool thing for all the film, man. To
Now,
have.
that should be supported, right? Like if any kind of big company from out of town like that comes in and does something like that, and they use like local guys for the music, local people for extras, like anything that they do to support the local area, right? That should be returned.
Right, yeah. Everybody should check that movie out, man, and watch it. But you've got the people that are going to be the exact opposite. Just pissed off. Pissed off they came here. Pissed off they messed up their city streets.
There's gonna be a couple people that try to kill Ron Perlman because fuck you, Clay.
Just riding by on their Honda, just revving it up, staring at him.
Clay, you're a dick.
You'll have that. That's the thing.
Oh yeah.
Clay got killed, right? Clay didn't Jack shoot Clay?
Jax kills him. I don't remember if he shoots him, but Jax does kill him.
Yeah. And then he killed his own mom. Remember that?
Yeah. Well, his mom killed his wife.
Right.
I never thought. So I liked Sons of Anarchy a lot.
It was good.
I never really thought of it this way, but I was telling Caitlin's parents, like her mom watched it and loved it. We were talking about it in front of her dad one day though, and he's like, Jesus Christ, so many people get killed in this show. Like, that would never fucking happen. He's like, somebody's going to prison. Like, you think you could just go around fucking killing everybody in town?
Yeah.
Like that? No.
Yeah. That's true.
I was like, you kind of got a point. They do kill a lot of people and never get in trouble.
Yeah. I mean, but,
that entire show, if Gemma, Jack's mom, just wasn't in it, like, there would have been hardly zero problems. Like, if you go back to all the problems caused, she had a hand in it some way or another.
That's true. I wish they'd have left her dressed up as Peg.
Yeah.
That would have been good.
They brought in Al Bundy on a few episodes.
Right. Just as a stand-in biker,
Yeah.
There were some good people in that show, man.
It was a good show, man.
Walton Goggins was in it. He always played like a trans hooker. He's fucking hilarious. He was in Justified.
Yeah.
That dude with the Black Flag singer, he was in it. He's not the Black Flag singer anymore, but
Marilyn Manson was in an episode.
Was he?
He was in a couple.
He was in a member of the Aryan Nation in prison.
Yeah.
It really didn't look like him because, we were used to seeing him with all that makeup and stuff, but he was in it.
It was a good show. It was based on like Macbeth or some shit like that.
Yeah, something weird like that. Did y'all watch the last episode? Old Jax rode off into the sunset there.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen it, but I've seen it.
Is that how that happens?
I mean, he rides off into a semi.
Yeah,
but,
I remember, that's the last memory I have as well. I just remember the end of the episode. He's like riding on a bike.
Yeah,
there could have been plenty of other stuff to happen after that, but that's like the only memory I have of it.
Oh, I remember him spreading his arms and like nailing that semi in it, And I say that because that song that plays at the end of that is called I think it's that song is like called "Come Join the Murder" or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody knew because it's based on. I think it's Macbeth. I'm not sure though.
Right.
But because of what it's based on, everybody knew like Jax was gonna die. Right. Like that. That's how it ends. I haven't even watched the whole final season. I just knew. I was like, he's gonna die. Like that's what has to happen.
I mean, after so long, so many things had happened. Like he didn't have a choice.
Yeah. But
when what's his name? Opie. I don't care who you are, man. You hated to see Opie. I don't care who you are, man. Yeah.
It hurt.
Yeah.
I like Opie.
You love Opie, man. He just takes it, dude. Just takes it for the team. Like,
He was in Remember the Titans, wasn't he?
He went to The Walking Dead after Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
know
there's a character later in the comics called Alpha. It's like a bald woman,
Yeah.
and she's the leader of this group called the Whisperers. They're people who like wear zombie skin. And her number 2 is called Beta, and he's this big fucking burly dude that fucks people up, and that's him.
Man, that'd be like the most shitty smelling clan on the face of the earth. Like, all right, you're gonna wear this zombie skin. Oh, you mean rotting flesh that's been roaming out in the sunlight for the last 6 months?
Right.
You want me to put that on?
No,
like,
they actually sew their face on like masks.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Fuck them. No way.
That's why
that'd be terrible. I'd just throw blood on or something.
Well, that's why the group runs into him, right? They're killing zombies, but then they accidentally kill a few Whisperers. Then the Whisperers get all pissed off.
Yeah, like what do you expect?
I feel like you can't get pissed off if that's what you did. It's like,
yeah, I mean, it'd be like a deer hunting season, walking around in a deer costume on all 4 legs, and then get pissed off, he gets shot. Like, don't do that. Where's your orange?
Where's your orange?
Never mind, you're in you're a deer skin on all 4s. Why don't you have your orange vest on, sir? Would it be better if the deer was walking around with an orange vest and you were like, can't shoot that one.
That one
can't shoot that.
No.
The deers are gonna learn, like they're all gonna start having orange vest on, not deer season, just like
maybe if you're gonna dress up as zombies, you should just put an orange vest on too. It's like I'm not a real one. I'm not a real zombie.
This is training. I'm just a training exercise.
That would have been a smart idea, really. I mean,
would the zombies know a difference? I don't think they would.
Well,
they just
that would work.
They're not looking at color, like
right. But what if you can't find an orange vest? How shitty is that?
That
like
would
everybody's sold out or stolen out or
spray paint not dead on your shirt. Like, I'm alive because these zombies are morons. I'm wearing their skin.
That kind of defeats the purpose, though, doesn't it? Like if you want to look like a zombie, don't you want other people to think you're dead?
Well, who are they trying to get away from? Are they trying to like pull the wool over other people, or I thought they were just trying to get by the zombies.
Both.
That's what I thought.
It's both. They're kind of reclusive.
Oh.
I read the comics. It's been a while, but I haven't seen that part of the show.
That's a cool gimmick. Like, you're not like you can fake everybody out. You can really cause some shit. Like,
right. No, they walk with the hordes. So like when they travel through the world, they're in the hordes, like walking around with all the zombies. That's how they get around.
Man.
Shit.
Yeah.
Walking Dead was super cool the first season. First season was awesome. Second season was like, that's cool.
The second season was pretty slow. It was a good show for, I think, 5 or 6 seasons. After 5 or 6, it got real shitty.
Yeah. It didn't gradually go. It was like boop 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 boop.
Listen,
boop, boop, boop.
The Walking Dead for like 3 seasons had an average of like 19 million viewers. Like, it was the biggest show ever fucking made.
Right.
Zombie ammo and everything out at that point.
And like the last 4 seasons have been really high for a regular TV show. They've been at like 6 or 7 million. But like, you've dropped over 10 million fucking viewers.
Right.
Yeah, that's a big jump, man.
Yeah.
Or a big drop, not jump, but
yeah, it's but just the things that started happening, man, and like you just some point I feel like you just
they broke out of the comics too. Like, there are characters that are still alive in the comics, they're dead in the show.
Right, and vice versa, I think.
Yeah, and one of them is like a main character.
Right.
Like there's one that I would even argue that the comics ultimately is about. And they fucking killed him in the show. It's like, what are you doing?
Really? Who's that?
Who's that?
Carl?
Oh, yeah, I heard that he got killed.
Yeah.
I just thought he was going to lose an eye. I didn't know that he ended up.
He did lose. He lost an eye, but then he got bit in the stomach or shit.
Yeah. So in the comics, with the time jump and everything, like the whole story is Carl becomes this like super badass like zombie slayer survival guy, right? I think really the comic is ultimately about Carl, and they never even he didn't get to the time jump. They killed him right before it. And it was just because the showrunners were like, we don't want him on the show anymore. Dude, that kid too. He bought a fucking house in Georgia so he could film the show like 3 months before they fired him.
What the fuck?
Yeah. He didn't know anything about it. They just fucking called him in one day and they're like, you know, we think we're gonna kill you off. And he's like, I just bought a fucking house.
Yeah.
Shit. I didn't know that. That's wild, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That sucks.
Then again, I guess, if you're working on a TV show, I mean, I wouldn't build a house, to live there indefinitely based off a TV show, because they end at some point. If that's not where you want to be, probably not a good idea to buy one. But, he's probably loaded right now anyway, though.
Especially, like, The Walking Dead was in steep decline, too, by that point. So,
yeah.
I wouldn't expect it to be around too much longer.
Yeah.
I know they came out with like this comic book because when I get my comic books, I seen it at the shop picked up. It's called like Negan Lives.
Yeah.
It's so it's this whole new. I guess I quit watching, so I didn't know about. Like I seen bits and pieces about Negan and how he killed a bunch of them and who he was and all that. So this comic book just kind of plays him out by himself.
Yeah.
Just hanging out, and his life, and it's just been one episode, and it was like a issue, and it was like a free issue that came out in July, and it was cool. I forgot who makes it. It's behind me over here somewhere, but I forgot who writes it. I'll figure it out. But they sent it to all comic book stores for free.
Yeah.
To help them with their sale, to generate sales.
I think at some point they kick him out of the community, and that's probably what they're doing there. But I don't know exactly.
I read it, but I don't know like the whole backstory about how he got where he is.
Yeah. But no, that's speaking of TV shows, a lot of people
Image.
I guess it's been what, a little bit over a year since Game of Thrones ended.
Yeah.
And there's some people that are starting to revisit it. They're like, I'll watch the last season of Game of Thrones again. And I think it may be a little better than people thought it was. And I'm like, no, fuck you. No, it's not. It was so bad. And overall, so overall, Game of Thrones is one of the best shows ever made. I think if you look at it from 1 to 8, right?
Right.
Definitely one of the best pieces of television ever created. But the last 3 seasons are dog shit. Like, they're so bad.
Angry as hell.
Oh yes, dude. I fucking loved Game of Thrones. I've got like House Stark and House Targaryen flags and shit somewhere. I mean,
he's all pumped up about it, boy.
I loved that show, and then they just ruined it. They're like, we want to do Star Wars. So fuck.
We want to do done.
No, that's what happened.
Let me stop you real quick, because I always end up forgetting. But hey, guys, check out our sponsors, Bypass Pawn, rated #1 gun shop and pawn shop here in the region. They're out of Murray, Kentucky. So check those guys out for firearms, ammo, jewelry, electronics. They may have some fishing lures, some tackle. I don't know, whatever else you want, man. They've got it. They also are now starting to offer in-home financing on guns and ammo. Go down, man, pass a simple credit check, and take your gun home and pay it over like some time, man. So stay out of there, Matt, because we won't have no money for the podcast. I know what's up. So listen, guys, check them out. Bypass Pawn. Tell Mitch and Matt sent you. Tell them Blake sent you, and go check them out. All right, my bad. Had to get that out the way. So I always forget that part when we do this.
Got to make that.
I got to tell them what's up. So anyway, I don't even know what you were saying now. Oh, Game of Thrones. You hated how it ended. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen the first episode of Game of Thrones. Because I was told it was really good and I'd want to watch it. And it's just pointless to start. I feel like I would never make it through it.
So it ended how it was supposed to, but you can look at it like this. They, up to like season 5 or 6, they were like halfway through the story. And then they decided the showrunners decided they wanted to do Star Wars because they got offered it. And they said, we're going to tell the second half of this story in 13 episodes.
Yeah, it was really rushed.
And they just, so suddenly people went from like where they were to the other side of the fucking planet, and things just nothing made sense. They just like jumped people to where they were supposed to be, and then just played this story out really, really fast. And it didn't make sense. Didn't make any sense at all.
It sucks because, dude, people put like time in the shows. You invest time in characters and shows, and then when it doesn't end how you want, or you feel rushed and cheated like that,
Yeah,
that sucks, man. Like, sure, they have to look out for their own and go do stuff, but like, man, common folk, that's what you make those shows for, man. You put some feelings into people.
Yeah, it's not like HBO. They were telling them like, you take as many seasons as you need. Like, we'll pay you if you need 10 more seasons. Do 10 more seasons, and they're like, no, we're done.
That's crazy too. I mean, I guess it's probably not a money thing as much as doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
At that point, because they had enough money, I'm sure it didn't matter what they did. But you know, that sucks, man. I never get into like shows like that. Like, I don't know what those are called. I guess just shows, like hour-long shows, 45-minute shows. Yeah. I do sitcoms. Like, I get into sitcoms because they're shorter. And I've only gotten into 3 my whole life that I've watched like every episode. I watched Scrubs.
Yeah.
One of my all-time favorite shows. I watched How I Met Your Mother, which probably is my favorite show in this world.
It's a good show.
And Big Bang Theory.
2 of those 3 I watch still.
I'm pretty sure Matt is a phlebotomist because of Scrubs.
Probably.
I love it.
Be kind of a cool environment.
Me too, dude. Like, I became an EMT at the time, and I was working in a hospital, and I just thought it was so cool to watch shows like about being in the hospital.
Yeah. Then you get there and it's like absolutely nothing like it is on TV.
Right. Yeah. It's like, where's all the funny stuff at? Oh, I just had to work my dick in the dirt and get paid nothing.
Right.
Why aren't these nurses making out with these doctors in elevators?
Right. Why is everybody not singing? What's going on? Nobody's singing?
The surgeons aren't nearly as funny as they were in the show. They're all dickheads.
Yeah.
Mean. That's funny. But a very good show.
None of these patients are hot. They're all grandma.
This guy died, and I didn't even care. Like, am I supposed to learn some kind of fucking lesson?
Yeah.
That's funny, man. It's a good show, though, man. It's such a good show.
Yeah.
But How I Met Your Mother, man, is probably my favorite show of all time.
I like that show a lot. It's really
good.
That
is it's just, I don't know, man. It's my favorite show. And then I got into Big Bang Theory a little late, probably like 7 seasons in or something. And so but being a sitcom, I could catch everything up.
Yeah.
In a night, man, on like TBS, I'll watch like 9 episodes.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen every episode multiple times, but Netflix made it cool to watch How I Met Your Mother because I could just go right through it. And I was working EMS at the time in a little small place, so I wasn't that busy.
Yeah.
I'd lay on the couch for like 12 out of my 24-hour shift and like ball shorts and flip flops and watch How I Met Your Mother.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
You gotta give it up for Neil Patrick Harris on the comeback with that show.
Yeah, dude. He played a great role in that show.
Yeah. Like, I remember, like, I was super surprised to find out that he's gay just because of his character on How I Met Your Mother. Like, he was so believable as, like, this, playboy type.
This womanizer, yeah. Have you guys seen the movie The Invisible Man?
Yes.
You have. We watched it together.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I saw the Kevin Bacon one. Was it Shadow Man or something?
Yeah, no, this is a new one, man. It's got Neil Patrick Harris in it, though. He plays a pretty cool little quick role, but it's pretty cool. But it's a good movie, man. So Amanda's oldest boy just bought that for me, and he bought us like random gifts, and he was like, "I got this for you," and it was Invisible Man, and I was like, "Shit, yeah, we're gonna watch that tonight." So when this thing ends, I'm gonna go watch some Invisible Man. I hope that's a good flick, man.
Yeah,
I've been watching Supernatural, trying to catch up on it because I haven't. I think
never got into it, man.
I'm still in season 10.
Man, you got like 5 or 6 more seasons to go.
I think 15 is the last, so we're just kind of waiting for him to finish making it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got
And I
a
was so
few.
pissed off. I was like all, pumped up. I'm like, yeah, it's getting good. They revived was it not Kevin? The Nephilim guy. Like
Oh,
he
no.
came back and anyways, it was getting real good. They was about to go take on God. And then it just kind of stops. Coronavirus. I mean,
Dude, coronavirus like fucked
the queef
everything up. So
demonetized. It's the queef.
The
my bad.
Nah,
Quick.
fuck it. Doesn't matter. We're not.
One
Yeah.
time.
They're not
We're
monetized.
not monetized anyway.
Yeah.
I can still say what I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah.
Right. It'll go away soon. Hey
Yeah.
boys, I know it was fun to get on, like all of us, without a guest. It's cool. We've had some really good guests lately, but I think it's always fun, man, just get on and kind of shoot the shit and talk.
Yeah.
So
Now
especially right now, man.
Right. All you got to do is figure out your work schedule and what day is good to go, and we can get back to weekly.
Right.
Be
I
fine.
think we'll be yeah, man. I think going I don't know. I usually weekends are always free. I'm always off on the weekends, so
Yeah.
hit and miss through the week, man. Just depends on traveling, but
Just
we
gotta
got it
get
worked
out of
out, man.
all of
It's-
our disasters, right? Like that's
yeah. Once the world starts crumbling down around us, and we'll be all right.
Right.
Matt's sitting up here just Matt shitting in high cotton up here. He ain't got a care in the world, man. He's just ain't nothing happening to me.
What's wrong with these motherfuckers? Why is all their shit breaking?
right. Fucking
Why can't they
pussies.
turn on their computer?
That's funny, man. I like it. All right, boys. Well, listen, I'm gonna enjoy my night. So it was nice to yell at you, boys. We've got some stuff coming up. Well, we got Matt Brown interview still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got Cash Daniel, UK University of Kentucky football linebacker for the last few seasons. Avid outdoorsman. He's gonna be coming on soon. If you guys are local around Maury, Kentucky, check out the boys at New Frontier Outfitters. Those guys are gonna come on. I think I told you guys that. Those are the guys that own the clothing store here in Moorhead, New Frontier Outfitters. They do some real cool stuff, man. Shirts will be done first of the week, so everybody got shirts. We'll get those out to everybody who had shirts. And remember, 20% of all the proceeds of those shirts are going to go to our friends at Sawstone Brewery in Moorhead, because there's some dickhead brewing company called Stone Brewing in California, right?
Yeah.
Talking shit, raising hell.
Apparently they do that a lot too. When I was looking into that, they've fucked over a lot of small brewing companies.
What's fun, and they play the role of being like the stick it to the big guy type.
Yeah.
They're out here just fucking throwing their balls around on other people.
But
So
what's crazy too is I don't think they have a case at all. They're just big enough to where
to
they
run
can-
money out.
They can afford court and
Right.
and the local one can't.
Yeah. We'll
The thing
figure
is-
it out.
It said, you shouldn't throw stones in glass houses, not because it's gonna I don't know, but Sawstone Brewery would sue you for having the word stone in your house. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I was bad libbing. I couldn't remember it all. But
I get it.
Yeah,
though.
man. Yeah, it's the
stones
truth,
in the
man.
house, you don't do that because they're buttholes.
You know, I
What
mean,
was it, Boot Dog Saints? The old guy who can't.
yeah. Let's make like a tree and
Get your
get the
fuck
fuck out of here.
here.
Yeah, he was the bartender, man. He was cool.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, shirts be done first of the week, hopefully middle of the week, somewhere this week. Hopefully, we will get 20% of those proceeds, portions of the sales, whatever I was gonna say. 20% of the proceeds to the guys and gals at Sawstone. Check out the YouTube page, the Facebook page, the Instagram page. We got our website better, mitchandmatt.com. Sorry, Blake. You're on there though. In your Game of Thrones chair, just chilling.
Yeah, I'm on the fucking Iron Throne.
But yeah, but check out the webpage. It's new and improved. Everything works. Everything's good. Get that going. And I think that's probably it. Anybody else got anything?
The YouTube is youtube.com/the Mitch and Matt now. No random bullshit.
Yeah, the Mitch and Matt. Sorry again, Blake.
yeah.
It's okay. I made it.
We're gonna put your name on something. We ain't gonna put ours. We're gonna put Blake. It's
I
just
got
with
it.
the name.
I got my face on the shirts, and
Right.
and I look pretty on the shirt, so I'm okay.
Yeah, you did well on the shirts. You did well. So.
I did okay the second round. I looked like a methed out Abraham Lincoln or something.
That works, right? It's Rushmore.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, that's perfect. It'll be good. The shirts will be cool. So if you haven't got shirts, send us a message, yell at us, PayPal, whatever you need to do. But you can catch us on Facebook or just send us a message anywhere. We'll get you a shirt. Other than that, I'm done for the evening, boys.
Yeah.